Terry, shall we? Because Rob Terry, okay, is such an ingrate. But on top of that, he's extremely selfish. And that's why he never worked out as part of a team. Because he only thinks for himself, the stupid meathead.
He's a stupid meathead. I asked him the other day, I said, you like Picasso? He goes, oh, I don't eat Italian food.
What a moron. But this numpty, right, wants to go on and call himself the Freak, okay? He's going to be freaked when he sees the continuity between me and Desmond, okay? Because then he'll understand what it takes to win in a tag team tournament.
Wolf and Magnus, the next TNA tag team champions. London calling, wankers. Of course we are. Take a look at these two physiques. Take a look at the type of squeeze we've got with us.
Cheer up, pumpkin.
Come on, sour grapes. Give her a do so you can even match in with a sofa here. We've got everything going for us, nothing going against us. So, sky's the limit, sunshine.
And let this be a message to every tag team who wants to try and step up to Magnus and Wolf, okay? If you can't find us in the ring, follow the line of beautiful women to the bar where we'll be down in Jaeger bombs like there's no tomorrow, and we'll still be here on time. We'll still hit the gym first thing in the morning, and we'll find you in the ring and we'll get rid of you.
Still to come on TNA Xplosion, Supermex and the Freak team up to take on Desmond Wolf and Magnus.
Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Chelsea, from London, England, Desmond Wolf, and his partner from Kingsland, England, Magnus.
Look at Wolf and Magnus. There's some kind of swagger on these guys or what?
That is an English swagger. That is different than the swagger you're used to, Taz.
I'm telling you, I'm liking Chelsea's swagger too. She's swaggling around and swagging all over the place.
And this matchup, the first great camera work
Subtle.
from the TNA management comes this 2-week tournament to crown new #1 contenders for the TNA World Tag Team Championship.
So this is like a tournament. So does that make Chelsea like the head cheerleader? She looks very reluctant to be cheering on Wolf, that's for sure.
Well, she has not been
She the head cheerleader?
of the best of moods. As of late, it seems as though the crowd, while supporting her, Desmond Wolf still having issues.
Guess you're not going to answer the cheerleading question. Okay. You're moving right along. Doing the play-by-play, moving right along thing. Gotcha.
But I'll tell you what, teamed up with a fellow...
Oh, look at that. Whoa. No respect for Desmond Wolf's britches. Oh, that weren't his pants. It was his jacket. I don't know if that's really called britches.
You should see what she does with his britches. What about Desmond Wolf teaming up now with Magnus, these two from the United Kingdom. And a big hello to all of our United Kingdom fans watching on Extreme this week. TNA Xplosion, this 2-week tournament kicking off.
Nothing like a good tournament to get things rolling when there's opportunity at hand. Oh my God, look at the power of the Freak.
You know, Taz, good to see Rob Terry throwing his hat back in the mix, going for championship gold here in TNA Wrestling. As a champion of 7 months, he held that title. Taz, you've held the world title for 9 months. What's it like to go that long and then suddenly in 3 seconds, count of 1, 2, 3, instantly your identity changed?
Well, you know what happens is when the longer you hold it, you know the longer there's a gigantic target on your back. And that's a big back for a target in regards to Rob Terry. But, you know, I mean, it's very tough to get to the top of the mountain, but even tougher at times is staying at the top of the mountain. For a little cliche at you there.
There you go. Taz is certainly no stranger to championship gold. As is Rob Terry here now trying to go for the World Tag Team Championship and has picked quite a partner in Supermex, Hernandez.
Well, it's a good way to tear a guy's bicep up or rotate a cup of the shoulder with a top wrist lock. Very well done, but again, the strength, the substantial power of the Freak Rob Terry is shucking Wolf off, and Chelsea's almost happy to see Wolf land on his back.
Walking into the wrong corner there.
Yeah, Wolf blocked that forearm by Supermex with his face.
Interesting to note, Magnus now, about to enter this matchup, has taken it upon himself, has asked to do a segment on the TNA Wrestling website in which he gives advice on dealing with the ladies for all the gentlemen out there.
Oh, well, he's very suave bola, is Magnus. I mean, everybody knows that. He's Mr. Suave. He's got that. He kind of looks like a James Bond fella with that beard going down there. Where Supermax is the complete polar opposite of Magnus.
Well, maybe Magnus could teach his tag team partner some tips after what's been happening with Chelsea as of late.
Well, I don't know. I mean, have you ever had a tomato like Chelsea on your arm? You got to be a little jealous of Wolf.
Absolutely. Shoulder block. Down goes Magnus.
Oh, look how proud of himself. Magnus celebrating a little too early.
And what a chop. Supermax. Now, with the assault on Magnus.
Well, for such a large, powerful man in Supermax, Hernandez is very, very fleet-footed, very quick. Talk about power.
Whoa! And a double bail throw. Hernandez, Magnus, two absolutely devastating physical specimens. Will they have enough as a team, though, to overcome Wolf and Magnus? We will find out when we come back on Xplosion. We are back. This is tag team action on TNA Xplosion. Winners go on to next week's finals as the winning team of this tournament. This 2-week tournament. Oh, there's a clothesline.
Well, talk about 2-week tournament. I think Wolf might think he's in next week. He got lit up right there by the freak with that clothesline. Oh, little Wolf trying to take a little siesta. What?
Oh, no, we've seen this before. Oh, from behind, Magnus takes down an unsuspecting Rob Terry. Now the recipient of some uppercuts, some boots, and now they're going to do their dirty work out on the floor.
Well,
Typical.
Rob Terry had to put his boots on, had to put his brakes on, I should say. He's got his boots on already. He didn't want to run into Chelsea. Yeah, look, some would say Desmond Wolf took the low road by putting the girl in between him and the other man, but it was effective. By any means necessary, you know what I'm saying?
Certainly the winners of this match have their work cut out from here on out. As Wolf goes back into the ropes, here comes that uppercut. Devastating.
Well, yeah, it's patting the Desmond Wolf run for that second rope to get more momentum as he sprints towards his opponent with that forearm shiver.
And Taz, think about what the winners of this tournament have to look forward to. They are going to be taking on either Beer Money Incorporated or the Motor City Machine Guns, who have been tearing it up in this best-of-5 series on Impact.
Oh! Yeah, no, absolutely. So that could be a good and or a bad thing facing either the Guns or Beer Money. Both those teams are completely on fire.
And certainly with Generation Me and Ink Inc. yet to come this week, coming out of tonight's program, we're going to have a good idea.
They got a tournament just kicking off, and by the end of this episode of Xplosion, things will start shaping up in this tag team tournament. Well, it's a smart right here by Magnus and Wolf, kind of cutting the ring in half, keeping the very large, got him, go! Rob Terry in their corner making frequent tags.
And while they are the more experienced of the two, all four of these gentlemen not known for their tag team wrestling abilities, but certainly showing a lot here so far this week on Xplosion.
I don't know if I agree with that statement, JB. I have to disagree with you. Hernandez was part of a team called LAX. Am I not correct? With Homicide did very well. He was one half of the tag team champions with Matt Morgan. Hernandez. So come on now.
Well, there's no question, but if you saw that match Matt Morgan had with Hernandez, I think you'd say probably Hernandez would.
Sort of match. While you were sitting home eating popcorn, I was calling it. How about that?
Good call. A good call at that.
You better get yourself an iPad.
Oh, wait a minute. Not so fast. Desmond Wolf thrown into the knee of Magnus.
You see that, JB, how Wolf so smart for little things, holding on to the ankle, preventing Rob Terry from getting over to Hernandez to tag him in. That's very smart. I'm sure you've grabbed some ankles in fights you've had when you were in high school.
Every one of them undefeated. Sophomore year. Rob Terry, nothing to be ashamed about. Has his 7-month championship reign, the longest in the history of that championship. Oh, look at that. They're calling this Big Pen.
Oh, you must have talked to these guys.
They told me this was coming back and forth. Exactly.
I like that.
And we're going to find out what time it is here.
Oh, headbutt to the gut, followed by a high knee by Magnus. I'm telling you, I'm loving this team of Wolf and Magnus. Kind of like a modern-day Beatles in the wrestling world.
They are certainly...
But different,
Would that make Yoko, Miss Chelsea?
Actually, yeah, but she's much hotter. Look at that. Even when she doesn't smile, she's just smoking. Moving on now. Now Magnus trying to Magnus trying to control the very large freak.
I'll tell you what, AJ Styles, who took that global championship away from Rob Terry, public enemy #1 in Wales, but now power slam, down goes Magnus, and Rob Terry needs to make that tag.
Well, the opportunity's right about now, JB. Hernandez soon to get in the ring here. Can the freak reach over with that massive arm he's got? Here comes Supermex. Whoa! Like a Mexican missile.
Shoulder block. Supermex takes down Magnus, takes down Wolf. And now into the corner. Oh, he's met with a boot. Heads up thinking.
One step ahead was, oh, man. Like hitting just a brick wall. Oh, my God.
Big back body drop. Hernandez, so impressive. Just this last weekend, Saturday night, Mexico City main evented in front of 20,000 people looking over the top.
How quick are his hands.
And it's that kind of experience, Taz, that's going to catapult this guy and continue the momentum all the way to possibly tag team gold here in TNA Wrestling.
Hey, Hernandez, he's got a tremendous upside, an awesome athlete. Look at that.
Get out of here. He calls it. Get out of here.
Get out of here. I love it. Got him.
Oh, look at that clothesline over the top rope. Magnus to the floor.
Well, you know, Magnus and Wolf, as savvy and slick as they are, they're giving up a load of power and size here.
Oh, here we go. Could this be the border toss?
Oh, man. Terry got lit up there.
Couldn't get him over.
Looking for a backslide. Got a backslide, JB.
That's a move. Oh, and he gets the 3 count.
In the ropes, though.
Here are your winners, the team of Tazz and Wolf and Magnus.
Well, it's pretty obvious that Hernandez got ripped off there. His feet were not only touching the rope, but Magnus was holding his feet on the rope. More leverage. Referee Slick Johnson not able to see that. Can't assume hair was in his eyes. He's bald. The referee I'm speaking of.
And that was it. That was enough to get the win. And now we know that next week it will be these two going on into the finals of this tournament. Next, it's in King. It's Generation Me.